With a damp cloth, lightly moisten the surface of the plastic support. Insert the silicone shell mold into the thermoform, making sure that the side edges line up. Press the silicone buttons from the inside, making them fit tightly into the thermoform. Repeat the process to make the two halves. Using a brush or piping bag, paint or fill in the details on the silicone mold with pre-crystallized chocolate in order to make an object with a variety of colors. To create the marbled egg, take a bowl and fill it with white chocolate. With a spatula covered in milk chocolate, pour it irregularly over the white chocolate into the bowl and continue with the same method with a spatula covered in dark chocolate and a spatula covered in white chocolate. Repeat the process 3 times in the same order, finishing with white chocolate. With a stick, lightly blend the mixture. Pour the newly made marbled chocolate into the mold, covering the entire surface. Shake to avoid the formation of air bubbles and leave to rest. After setting the first layer of chocolate, pass the contents directly into the other half of shell mold. Put the 2 shells together and then rotate them so that the chocolate contained inside evenly covers the whole surface. Shake. Wait for it to form the outer layer and empty the excess chocolate from the mold. Drain the chocolate by placing the mold into a baking tray covered with baking paper. Press lightly on the thermoform to make it stick and let it rest for a few minutes in a blast freezer. This will allow the chocolate to form a stand, reinforcing the edges of the egg and helping to remove the mold. Meanwhile, using the piping bag, fill in the details of the princess mold and the egg base. Assemble the princess mold, fill with chocolate, shake and leave to rest in a blast freezer. Complete crystallization of the chocolate, remove the thermoform support by applying light pressure into the silicone inserts. Gently remove the edges of the silicone mold from the chocolate egg, and finally, remove the silicone shell starting from the bottom and moving towards the top of the egg, using a peeling action. Subsequently, remove the objects, princess and base, which will be used to create the final design. Using a hot plate, slightly heat the 2 ends of the egg. Stick the 2 sides together and let them crystallize completely. For a more solid join, engrave and mark the base at the point where the base and egg meet. Continue assembling the pieces until you achieve the desired composition. The spraying technique gives the objects a velvety appearance, creates the final finish. Using the airbrush spray, the tempered chocolate mix as follows: 2 parts dark chocolate, 1 part cocoa butter heated to 32 Celsius degrees. Insert the mixture into the airbrush gun and spray after adjusting the nozzle. These techniques are fully explained during our demo. With fat-soluble or metallic colors, decorate using a fine brush until you get the desired result. In order to create this object, we used ingredients: white chocolate, milk chocolate, dark chocolate, large egg thermoform, large dancing princesses, egg-shell mold, rubber bands, cling film and baking paper, scissors, piping bag, gloves, stick, spoon, bowl. For the decoration, thermometer, spatula, paintbrush, airbrush, fat-soluble food colors.